Most of the people who moved to Fort Lauderdale picked the wrong location, and I'm not exaggerating. You see, I've helped countless of people that moved here, either leased or buy a property, and then 6 months down the road, they're calling me saying, Noel, I picked the wrong area. And at that point, they already spent thousands and even spent half of their life living in the area they don't even love living in. Here's the thing no one tells you about moving to Fort Lauderdale. It's not just one city. It's 5 to 6 cities stacked under one zip code. You have downtown high-rises. You have canal front family neighborhood homes. You have gated communities where your nearest neighbor is about 200 feet away. You have beachside condos. Same city, but different lifestyle. What's going on, all? My name is Noel Figueroa. I'm a real estate agent here in South Florida. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 neighborhoods you should consider when moving here to Fort Lauderdale. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down who's these neighborhoods for, what you actually pay for, and what are things you would not know until you already live there. So let's get into it. Now let's start with the heart of the city, Las Olas and downtown Fort Lauderdale. This is a neighborhood for those that love to walk. You can walk to your nearest restaurants, coffee shops, gyms, art, you name it, you have everything there at your disposal. This is living that urban lifestyle without having to live in Miami. And here's the good thing about it. For example, Las Olas, which is the main strip, like I mentioned, you have everything there. You don't really need a car. And that's more for who is that demographic that don't want a car. And actually, you don't need a car because you have everything at your disposal. Now, what are you paying for when you're living in these areas? You're pretty much paying for condo high-rise living. You're gonna find 1 to 3 bedrooms, even studios you can buy, whether you're looking to lease or purchase. But what comes with that? When you're looking at a price point, since most of these are either new development or already been developed the past couple of years, you're gonna find buildings that have low as $500,000 shooting up to $1 million. And you're pretty much paying for a premium. Ocean views, city views, HOAs that vary based on price per square footage, as well as top amenities. One of my favorite buildings I would recommend checking out if you're just moving here, you want to rent for your first year as an example, is Society. I love their amenities. I just put a tenant in the building about 2 weeks ago. He's paying $4,025 per month for everything, and they have a 2-story gym and an infinity pool that runs around the whole building, which shows you the whole canal where the water taxis are at, and the view at night when the sun drops is amazing. So imagine just living in there, even renting there, just leaving a place like Chicago and New York as an example. That's an area you want to be. Ultimately, who's this really for? This is for those young professionals, even young couples without kids that want to be near everything that is walkable. Or even those empty nesters that are either coming from Chicago, New York, Jersey, where they have everything at their disposal. This is an area I would recommend to check in first before looking anywhere else in Fort Lauderdale. Now here's the thing no one really tells you about. During weekdays, after 10 or 11 p.m., things start to quiet down. If you're someone that's looking for nightlife 24/7, this is not the area. You most certainly could drive down 35 minutes to Miami and you could experience that. But for those who want to have the option of walkability with a little bit of nightlife, but peace and quiet as well, this is an area just for you. Now, less than a mile away from Las Olas, there's this neighborhood that if you're outside of South Florida, you probably never even heard of. It's called Victoria Park. You see, Victoria Park is one of those neighborhoods that feel like it was designed by someone's Pinterest board. And here's what I mean by that. You have tree-lined streets, historical buildings, as well as with mixed modern lifestyle as well. Walkability for those that have pets, as well as jogging, and more importantly, you're less than a 5-minute drive from Las Olas, or if you wanted to walk, you're about 15 minutes away. Now, when moving to Victoria Park, you're not getting waterfront mansions. You're gonna find homes, like I mentioned, some with character, up to new development, new style looking homes. These properties typically range as low as $700,000 up to $2 million and up. I've seen properties hit the market on day one and was ready under contract within less than a week. That's how hot these properties are and this area is when it comes to purchasing in Victoria Park. Now, who's this for? This is for families that want to be near downtown but not raise their kids in a condo lifestyle. This is for those that want that neighborhood feeling on a Saturday morning, take their family out for a walk to the nearest coffee shop, but as well as get to know your neighbors. And one fun fact before moving to Victoria Park, you're next to Holiday Park. Holiday Park is one of the biggest parks in Fort Lauderdale that has plenty of options to offer, whether you're looking to play tennis, take a walk with your family, or take your little furry puppies to walk around. This is the area you want to be at. People don't even know about this park until they move here months after. Now, let's talk about Rio Vista. This is one of Fort Lauderdale's oldest and most established neighborhoods, but is getting a lot of attention recently. Rio Vista is right on the Intercoastal and New River. A lot of homes in this area is deep water with docks. So if you're someone that has a boat or think about buying a boat when moving to Fort Lauderdale, this could be the area for you. These aren't typically your vacation homes. This is pretty much your driveway. Now, home prices are all over the place in Rio Vista. You could find property as low as $800,000, but on averagely, you're gonna find homes starting at 1.3 million up to 3 million plus, depending on the add-on. Since you're on the water, you gotta take into consideration the dock, the land, and many other items as well. But here's the thing no one tells you about Rio Vista. There are homes more affordable set back from the water. You still get that same feeling, same vibe, same proximity to downtown Fort Lauderdale. It's just you don't get the boat lift. And who's this for? Families, established professions, people that want space, privacy, that old Florida feel, but still be about 10 minutes away from downtown Fort Lauderdale. Here's one thing I would share with you. If you're coming from places like Texas or Arizona have that master plan, new feel homes, Rio Vista is really not those type of properties. You see, most of these homes are old and historical, but as well as some properties are fully renovated, and it gives off a different vibe. And if you're looking for something more luxury or modern, this may not be the area for you, but the next area we're going to talk on might be the one for you. All right, real quick, guys, if you're enjoying today's video so far and you're still considering on which neighborhood is best for you, for your budget, your lifestyle, and would like my free relocation guide, comment below free guide, and I'll make sure to send that to you via email, or you can click the link in the description to set a one-on-one consultation and we could answer any questions you have. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. Now, let's go east of Fort Lauderdale, closer to the beach. Coral Ridge and Goldmount. You see, Goldmount, you have high-rise that are literally across the street from the beach. You could just go downstairs, walk across the street, and you're at the beach. But what about those family members who don't want a condo or a high-rise and want to live in a single-family home but don't want to have a boat lift? That's where Coral Ridge come into play, and you're less than a 5-minute drive to the beach. Now let's talk about the pricing when it comes to living in these areas. If you're looking for a single family home, I would recommend Coral Ridge. Prices start at $700,000 the lowest, but keep in mind, the closer you are to the water, the more the price increase. Don't forget to take in consideration, you might be in a flood zone area, number one, and number two, flood insurance is going to be required, which is going to add more onto your monthly expense. But what about living in a condo or a high rise? You're going to find 2 to 3 bedroom apartments there, but you're going to find as low as $400,000 up to $800,000. Really just depends on the building itself. Don't forget to take in consideration HOA fees. Those are going to vary in price as well. Now, who's these areas really for? Retirees. People who want a second home here in South Florida and still have that suburban lifestyle without actually leaving deep into Fort Lauderdale. And especially for those who say, I want to go to the beach every day, this is the properties you want to look into. Now here's the thing. Coral Ridge is not the newest or trendiest spot in Fort Lauderdale. It's actually overlooked, for example, areas like Las Olas that have a buzz, or is prestigious like Rio Vista. But here's the kick a lot of people don't know. These are the same people that pay way more to get less. Just think about that. And finally, number 5, Harbor Bay. Now, when we talk about Harbor Bay, we're talking about money. This is an area where it is gated and has some of the hottest celebrities, CEOs, entrepreneurs, you name it. This is the area you want to look into. Now, I wanted to add Harbor Bay onto this list because it's not because everyone could afford it, but there are still some homes that you could break into for as little as $1.5 million up to $2 million. But think about it, even if you're able to afford a property in that price range, think about the exclusivity, the people you're surrounded with when living in that area. And ultimately, who is Harbor Bay for? People with money, I'm gonna say, who want privacy, security, exclusivity. This is an area for those type of people. And really, here's the thing no one tells you about when living in Harbor Bay. It's quiet, like really quiet. You're not walkable to anything. There's no coffee shops, restaurants, nightlife. You're away from all that. You actually have to drive. In most cases, people take their boat just to go to the nearest restaurant. And think about it, your nearest neighbor is about 200 feet away. So really the only noise you're gonna hear is a yacht passing by when they hit their horn. Let's keep it real. There's no perfect area. What area is perfect is what's best for you. If you want walkability, you have Las Olas. If you want historical charm vibes, you have Victoria Park. If you want that old feel historical, Rio Vista. If you want that beach life without the Miami chaos, you have Coral Ridge and Gap Miles. If you want the top of the top, you have Harbor Bay. And there are plenty other neighborhoods we didn't even get to touch in today's video, such as Imperial Point as one of them. So, if you're considering relocating to Fort Lauderdale and not sure what area is best for you, here's what I recommend you do. Come down here and spend the weekend. Drive around, connect with a local realtor, whether it's me or someone else. Have them explain to you what fits your criteria, your price point, your lifestyle, and let them take you around and show you what you could really get from this area before even considering renting or buying a place when moving to South Florida. My name is Noel Figueroa. If you enjoyed today's video, whether you're looking to move 9 days or 90 days, doesn't really matter. I'm here to help you out anyway. And make sure to subscribe for future content for the raw truth and none of that fluffy stuff. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.